we're going to do another Oceans.
What?
You guys are doing another one?
But, now we're old. So it's going to be like mostly just trying not to crap yourself.
That wasn't really a bucking. That was an offensive lineman, duck walk, get the hips in there. I wish it would have been more of the bucking action. I don't think Dom was ready for it.
There wasn't much thrust in there.
Get this. He told me to S his D. Did you just hear him? I think that should be a 15-yard penalty, sir. Is there an interim coach?
Bring Eli back. Eli.
Jason, I dig you, man. You're a Hall of Famer. Travis, you broke me, man.
You take these big beaters you got and you put them into that middle of the chest. I'm remembering you telling me to put my beaters in his chest. I'm a basket weave guy myself.
This is our greatest episode ever.
Welcome back to New Heights. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a Wondery show brought to you by YETI. Oh,
Nice.
YETI coolers. Nice. And on everything else that YETI makes now. Gotta love those. Yeah, that was nice. We're your hosts. I'm Travis Kelsey, my big brother, Jason Kelsey, out of Cincinnati, University of Cincinnati, Cleveland Heights, Ohio, as most of you know. Cincinnati, football. Hasn't been our year. These past 3 games really took a turn for the worse, boys. But yeah, we're bowl eligible, so go have some fun with the gang and whatever bowl you end up in.
What was your favorite non-big bowl game you went to? My favorite bowl, low key.
Which one?
Still to this day. You didn't get to go.
No.
International Bowl. It was in Toronto, Canada.
Well, yes, because you went to fucking Toronto.
We went to Toronto. I was still not 21, and the legal age for everything there was 18. And we just
It's convenient.
had a fucking blast.
It's real nice.
It was great.
What gifts you get at the old International Bowl?
I had a duffel bag that was leather that I had for forever. I still might have it. It was a great
leather duffel bag.
Had a nice little maple leaf on the front of it.
Ooh, I do remember seeing that one. That was what
It was a good duffel.
It
was a good duffel.
Let's get back into what we're here for, and that's the podcast. I'm Travis Kelsey. This is my big brother Jason Kelsey out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio, like we already said, and this is my brother being a militia member.
That's right.
Jason got up to New England this past Monday.
Yeah, they taught me how to fire a musket. I don't think I actually got anything to come out of the muzzle. Like the pan definitely caught, which is where you put the gunpowder in.
Yeah.
And that clicked, but I didn't see anything come out the end. And the whole time Michelle was talking about how much recoil these guns had. And I fired it and I felt zero recoil. I'm like, this thing I don't think it fired. And everybody's like, no, it fired. I'm pretty sure it didn't fire.
This is hilarious.
I was so excited. I mean, I still was.
You're a little fucking stiff. Jesus.
Well, I was trying to be militaristic in my stance.
Is that a real word? Yeah, yours didn't fire.
Yeah, but if you look where the pan is by my face, like that's where the gunpowder is. It catches the flint. So that ignited, but whatever was in the barrel didn't ignite. So I don't know what went wrong. I think this is probably pretty common with these older weapons. I think they misfired quite a bit.
Would hate to have that happen when you're in the line of fire.
No doubt. Fucking one of those daggone red coats across from you, and then you're trying to fucking put one right between his eyes. I don't know what I'm talking about. Trav, we need to go road bowling.
Road bowling.
So road bowling is a sport in Ireland. It's old as shit, where they take what used to be a cannonball. Now it's a 28-ounce piece of iron ball, and you roll it down the road. And the goal is to go past a line in the road in as few attempts and throws as possible. So kind of like golf.
I'm following.
And there's a lot of Irish guys that yell things that you don't really fully understand, but it's electric as fuck. And part of the game is betting. Like you don't play the game unless there's a stake put up. So everybody bets on the 2 teams that are bowling. Then you go out there and you just throw a fucking piece of metal down the road, and then it'll get lost in the leaves, and they bring out the magnets and they try and find it with the magnets.
Hilarious.
Dude, it was fucking a blast. It was so fun.
Were you a overhand thrower, underhand thrower, side armor?
Everybody throws underhand. It's probably too hard to throw overhand and do it accurately.
You just don't get the same spin. You want the spin to.
I think it's more that it's
top spin. You don't want back spin.
I think if you saw the heaviness of this thing, you would understand why. Here we go. That was a really shitty throw. It went
I was going to say that looked like
it wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Right.
This dude right here, Sean, he was my partner. Fucking awesome dude. Some of these guys like styles for throwing. Dude, watch this guy, Darren. Watch this. Dude, they get into it, man. Fucking full extension.
The crow hop into the skip.
Bro, I got to get my form way better. It was not impressive.
Are you even a fucking athlete, Jason?
Dude, it was wet. It was slick. These guys are impressive.
You got to play off the ground. That was a better roll. You got your right hip through. That's a big part of it.
I won one of them and lost another one.
You won? You won of them? See,
I think they kind of rigged the second one. The guy, they put a guy up against me. I was like, okay, this guy's.
They put a child.
He might have went to the bar before we came out.
He's seeing a fork in the road. He's like, I don't know which way to throw this thing.
We went to. Dude, my guy Connie was down there. Every time you would throw it, and it was a good. I didn't know. The only way I knew whether it was good or bad was just with how much noise Connie was making. Every time it was a good throw, I'd be like, there you go, Lonnie. Like, it was fucking hilarious. It was electric, bro. Now, I think that was half the reason the sport was fun. I don't even know if I want to go without Connie at this point.
Yeah, no, it sounds like you need the environment.
And then we went to this amazing pub, the Irish, it was the Red Rose Irish pub where, I mean, dude, I was getting so many flashbacks to Irish pubs going into growing up. You could tell this is just like a community staple. Great vibe. People are singing in the middle of the bar. And then I got to teach this kid some D-line moves. Check this out.
He has no idea what just happened. The push-pull is a shocking move.
He still didn't really have it down.
Because you did it right. When you do it right, the push-pull is just like, what the fuck just happened? Yeah. And that's what you just did to that kid. That kid just was like, holy shit, Ninja just put his hands on me.
Hold on, I'm going to send another one. Check out this guy singing.
When the dawn is breaking, my heart is breaking too. On this dark morn as I walk out, my thoughts will be of you. So gracious, hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They'll take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger.
Now that's a bar. God damn, that was fun. It was a blast. Well done, Boston. I was going back and forth on whether I was going to sing a song. The only Irish song that I really know is one that I sing to the girls. It's from Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Tell me it.
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
God damn. As I was a-walking down by the loch.
Went into a character here.
As I was a-walking one morning of late.
Okay.
Who should I spy but my own dear comrade, wrapped up in flannel, so hard is his fate. I boldly stepped up to and kindly did ask him, why are you wrapped in flannel so white? My body is injured and sadly disordered.
I can relate.
All by a young woman, my own heart's delight. Oh, had she but told me when she disordered me, had she but told me of it at the time, I might have got salts or pills of white mercury. Now I'm cut down in the height of my prime.
Oh, no.
Get 6 pretty maidens to carry my coffin. 6 pretty maidens to bear up my pall, and give to each of them bunches of roses, so they may not smell me when they go along. And then I say, good night, Wyatt. And then I won't leave.
Dude, that left me speechless. Jason, when the fuck did you ever learn that?
I like singing to the girls at bedtime. I'm a big fan of telling stories. Here's the thing. There are so many fucking kids books. And I'm going to be honest.
Tell me your honest opinion of them.
Here's the honest opinion. Every rundown schmuck with a fucking typewriter can make a children's book these days. And I don't think that everybody should be having children's books. I'm into the Dr. Seuss's, the freaking 3 Little Pigs. I like the stories that have survived a long time, and there's a reason for these iterations existing. I don't need to know about the fucking pink cupcakes. I don't need to fucking, Give me the Caterpillar book. I like the Caterpillar book when I was growing up.
The banger, yeah.
What is it, Carl or whatever? I'm out on a lot of the newer children's books. What you're doing when you're reading kids' books is you're hardwiring the software upstairs, right?
Okay.
So when you're telling The Boy Who Cried Wolf, you're trying to correlate, hey, lying makes people not trust you, and eventually that's a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
And here's a story that correlates why you shouldn't do that. And it ends up really bad for him. He gets all of his sheep eaten because he couldn't fucking, tell the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Get anyone to believe him, yeah.
So a lot of times I just end up telling those stories, or I make stories up that are off of those old stories.
The man. If we had a recorder for those ones, man, fuck.
Dude, one night, because sometimes the girls will tell me they want like one of their stuffed animals in the story. Or like they want to be in the story themselves.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I'm about to do Pinocchio. And Ellie's like, oh, put, I forget what stuffed animal it was. Put Slothy in the video, or put Slothy in the story. I was like, okay, right. One night, Ellie wished upon a star. And Slothy
so magical
came to life. And her eyes went just... and she didn't move. And she was just holding the stuffed animal. And I got through I had like a Jiminy the Cricket figurine. I had a whole conscience thing going on and everything. The only thing after the story, Ellie was just so terrified that she was holding.
This is so good.
Kylie was furious. She's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
She said, put her in the story.
So anyways, while I do that, I also, if I hear a tune or a song that I like, I like to sing.
You remember it?
Those, yeah.
Nice. Well, you're a great dad for that. That's awesome stuff.
Should we start the podcast yet?
I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm not cutting a goddamn word out. It's going to be... We're going free form this week, folks. Is there structure? Not really.
Subscribe on YouTube, Wondery Plus, wherever you get your podcasts, and follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S for fun clips throughout the week. Jason, why don't you tell everybody what we actually have coming up on the show?
All righty. We've been talking for over an hour and a half already, but coming up on this episode, 92%ers, you're going to hear a little recap from Thanksgiving week in the NFL, talk about the Fat Guy Fight Club that we started at the Linc. And
Shit.
We've also got George fucking Clooney on the show today. What? How about that?
George Clooney?
Going to be 3 Bearcats on this podcast later.
Oh, little do they know.
We claim them. We're
claiming. I don't care if it's for a week and he dropped out.
I don't even care if he just got accepted, but he never took a class. He's a Bearcat. All right, before we get into that, let's start with what we always start with, and that's a little bit of that new news. New news is brought to you by Xfinity.
Ooh, nice.
Xfinity is bringing us new news, and the first part of new news, we got a belly bucking champion. That's right. We had our first belly bucking tournament at the Linc this past Black Friday game in the New Heights tailgate, and No Shirt Dom came out victorious. He almost lost. We were kind of making up the rules as a win. It was a tight ring. Initially, it was like if you just stepped outside the ring,
there's got to be
out.
belly bucking rules somewhere online.
So the ring was tight. Initially, it was like if you take one step out, we're going to end the match.
Yeah.
But it was people were taking steps out all over. We ultimately was like, okay, if you get 2 feet out of this thing completely, then the round's over.
Man, I feel bad for anybody that lost with 1 foot out.
Nobody lost with 1 foot out.
Oh,
that's the thing. Right. It was very apparent from the first one. It's like, okay, we can't do that. It became apparent who won each time. And No Shirt Dom, he had a nice sidestep. At one point, it looked like he was going to lose. And he kind of like readjusted and kind of got his belly back into it.
That a boy.
I mean, go figure. A guy that is committed to not wearing a shirt wins the belly bucking competition. He's very belly positive individual. We also had Jeffrey Lurie stopping by.
Oh.
Yeah. Andrew Whitworth stopping
Big
by.
Wit. Nice.
That's right.
Guy once had a belly, no belly anymore.
That's yes. Well, yeah. He's still barrel chested like a motherfucker, though. He's still got that chest on him.
Yeah.
We signed a copy of somebody's Twilight. That's right. Book. And we got some 92%ers that asked some no dumb questions. I think I would redo the no dumb questions, Brandon, for our next iteration of tailgating or really just going out with fans. I think we got to bring the no dumb questions to the fans. It was hard to get them to think of them on the spot.
Yeah.
I like the idea of like, let's go in there with a predetermined kind of things
put them
we
on the
want
spot.
answered.
Put them on the spot where they don't get to think
you
about
tell
this.
us how many holes a straw has, and I'll tell you why you're a fucking idiot.
Note taken.
But the 92%ers are great.
Wow, you actually have a notepad?
Intern Brandon is always
Why didn't
working.
everything I came with a computer. I don't have a notepad. I want a notepad. Oh, I got a computer. There you go. You just write it.
Why would I do a notepad when I have this?
Jason, you got a little bit of a belly bucking in there. You want to tell everybody what the
I'm not gonna lie. I did kind of make the belly bucking competition just so there was something that at one point I knew I would eventually get in there and get in the belly action. Little belly on belly. Me and No Shirt Dom. So this is No Shirt Dom right here. He was our champion. We decided to have a little friendly one. The only thing that wasn't really a bucking. That was an offensive lineman, duck walk. Get the hips in there. I wish it would have been more of the bucking action. I don't think Dom was ready for it.
There wasn't much thrust in there.
But it was fun. I think
Nice.
that helmet was cutting off the circulation in my brain.
Yeah. All right. Well, fun. What did you think was the technique of the bucking? What was the best technique you saw? Because in the video that we saw, there was a lot of thrusts. Was it more just like a bulldozer deal, or were guys trying to get leverage?
Well, that's what I kind of mean. I feel like when if you would have gone back to then thrust and that person stayed into you, when you went back, you were going to go backwards. So it felt more like guys were kind of like getting their hips and bellies stuck to each other and then just kind of pushing.
That's not a buck. You got a buck.
I know. I'm kind of with you.
See, you got to lay that law.
I don't know how to enforce that though, Travis.
You got to lay that law.
I don't know how to enforce it.
If you're not thrusting, you're Augustin.
You got to thrust.
Let's see it.
Yeah.
Let's see it. Ooh, there's a buck.
My man,
get up in there. See, this is why you need to grab.
My man Brendan was trying
holsters.
He
You
was
got to grab
trying
those
to buck.
holsters. You got to grab those holsters. You got to put hands in the pocket.
Yep.
I get why the original video showed a lot of that.
Yeah, that's good technique though by Dom. That's good.
He's using shoulders. That's why I like hands behind the back.
Well, you can still shoulder with your hands behind your back.
Yeah, but you can't like fucking keep them right here.
You can't like roll it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's a good point.
Finally, we're teaming up with Amazon as a part of their holiday giving initiative. That's right. We're in the holiday season. How about it, man? It's December. We're supporting an organization that is incredibly close to our hearts. That's right. Operation Breakthrough in Kansas City has been an organization that I've been a huge fan of and huge supporter of since I've been in Kansas City.
That's right. Amazon is working with an incredible organization across the country to support local communities by providing essential items, books, toys, and gifts to families who need them during the holidays. And we're honored to be highlighting Operation Breakthrough because of all the work they do every single day in the Kansas City area. For those of you that don't know what Operation Breakthrough is kind of like a school teaching these kids all of these trades and skills and things that they can be ready to go into the workforce for straight out of high school. Some of them even are entering it while they're in high school. It also supports their families. Like there's food, there's
and that's where it originally started. It was originally started for the families and the kids that needed it around the Kansas City community, and they help with meals that go home to these families. Not only is it like an actual school, but it has after school care for the kids. And during this after school care, they get opportunities to learn and these extracurricular activities that they get to kind of latch onto. And that's where I've been able to help support it with the foundation that I have on help giving them those skills like STEM lab skills, science, technology, engineering, math, all these different avenues that they can go down and really experience and latch onto and see if they love them. And that's what the beauty of this organization is it's giving these kids something that they wouldn't have otherwise. And it's awesome to, have Amazon team up with them as well as New Heights.
Yeah, I mean, Trav, you've been involved with Operation Breakthrough for a long time in Kansas City. I recently just got involved last year. I've been to like the car show before, Kelsey Car Jam, which Operation Breakthrough is a part of that as well. But recently they're converting an old pickup truck to electric. The students and the faculty there at Mind Drive and at Operation Breakthrough.
Oh, yeah.
Converting an entire vehicle to electric diesel hybrid.
I was going to say it's a hybrid. I was going to see if you even knew this. So actually, it's going to get more miles to the gallon per se or the battery because it's going to be able to fuel the battery to recharge itself in a sense, and you'll get longer mileage. Which is it's a lot of bing, 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 bing going on in my mind. But these kids and the the adults that are helping and kind of guiding.
Oz.
Yeah, shout out to Oz and really everyone over at Operation Breakthrough. But they're doing so much fun stuff over there, and it's really neat that they're doing these extracurricular stuff. But we were just talking about how they help out the families. This holiday season alone, Operation Breakthrough is going to help support over 3,400 local families that could use some help with the food and just overall support. So
it really is a fantastic organization. So really happy that we can potentially help in any way possible. For anybody in the Kansas City area or anybody trying to do something similar or looking to support these families, check out Operation Breakthrough. And if you'd like to join us, Amazon has made it easy. Go to Amazon.com/holiday giving. You'll find a curated list of items that Operation Breakthrough and other charities need. Every single item you purchase ships directly to that charity. Again, that's visit Amazon.com/holiday giving to learn more and make your contribution. Thank you for being a part of this with us.
all right now.
That wraps up New News, brought to you by Xfinity. All right, let's get some bold topics to wrap up Week 13. Dude, it's Week 13 already.
Dude,
Man,
there's only 5
NFL
games left,
season
dude.
flying by. Week 13 in the NFL. Trav, let's start with the one game that everybody was tuned into this Thanksgiving. I think it set probably it had to set records of viewership numbers, right?
Every holiday game seems to break every past record. So
good point. Well, Chiefs 28, Cowboys 31. It was a great game. It was a fun game to watch. I know it did not turn out in the Chiefs' favor.
yeah, it was
Trav,
a tough loss.
what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about the game?
You know, I'm sure everyone's sick of us saying it, but we're a few plays away from being a 1 seed in my mind. And maybe that's a bit extreme. Maybe it's,
I mean, all the losses are within one score.
all the losses are within one score, and there's a handful of plays within those games that are determining the outcome. And it's hard. And it's plays like my drop against the Eagles. It's penalties that are keeping us behind the sticks. It's coming away with 3 points instead of touchdowns in some games. It's crazy that you watch the film and you see what's real. And what's real is that we're fucking this close, man. We're this fucking close. You look at our offense and you look at Pat Mahomes' production this year, top in the league. You look at our defense in terms of points allowed. I know some of the other stats aren't all the way up there, but at the same time, man, we're holding teams at the right moments. And in other situations, we're just not scoring enough. And it's tough, man. It's tough to be a part of this reality right now because we're 6-6 and we're fighting for our lives to, find a way into the playoffs. Yeah. And what's real is that we still have a chance, baby. And that's all that fucking matters to me, is that we got a chance, and I'm going to keep coming into work with the mentality that and the sense of urgency that we need to have to get this shit fixed and turn those handful of plays that are losing us the game into a handful of plays that win us these games, man.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think you're saying what everybody else is saying. It's the truth. I mean, you guys have been in all of these games, and I think you're having one of the most unlucky seasons in recent memory. I know that we never like to say lucky, whatever. Yeah, we like to control all of it. Somebody, I think Gordo with ESPN, shout out to Gordo, I think he said something like, you guys are plus 70 or something like that in your score differential over the season. You're the first team to not have a winning record with that plus differential. And there's only one other team in the history of the NFL that's done that. Yeah. It's nuts. I don't know what it is. And I'd rather get the actual number, but it's something outrageous. You guys are actually performing really well on both sides of the ball. It's just these crucial mistakes and end of game scenarios, which you guys have been so good at for so long, just have not fallen your way this year. Last year, they all fell your way. This year, they just haven't. And it's been a weird year in the NFL in general, especially the AFC. Who is the top of the AFC right now is Denver and the Patriots. I don't know that anybody has shown a ridiculously better version of football than any of the other teams in the AFC. Everybody's had their up games. Everybody's had their down games. Who is the complete team? I don't really see one. And it seems like it's up for grabs. And when it's like that, if you're an AFC team, all you want to do is get into that dance. Because at the end of the day, if you get in, you got a chance. And I know it hasn't gone your guys' way yet. You're not happy with where you're at, but it all still is in front of you. Like, I mean, this Andy Reid quote is pretty incredible, but Andy Reid was asked earlier this week about you guys, having to win out. Do you need to win every single game? I forget what the exact question was. And Andy Reid came back with this banger on the confidence this team could win the final 5 games. He said, we're going to try to tickle your tonsils on every play, every game. That's the attitude that we're coming in with. And then you let the chips fall where they may. And I think that's the attitude you got to come in with. And I just love the tickling the tonsils. Obviously, that's
a nice alliteration, man.
Nice. Have you heard Andy say tickling tonsils before?
Never heard him say that one. Nope,
No.
That's a new one.
It's the first one.
He's got a bunch of bangers in his pocket, though, man.
Yeah.
He's got so many, and he's been doing this for so long, man. He knows which ones really get the people
The right
going,
one to pull
man.
out.
Exactly. And that's that's the fun in which you get playing for him.
I've never heard Andy rip it like that. I loved it. I'm fired up.
Well, the thing is, Andy didn't mean it like that. Andy was just trying to say, shove the ball down their throat, which he will say. And he'll come up with little funny mannerisms, but the double entendre there is
Talk nasty to me, coach. Come on, let's go. This is my kind of football, bros. Let's go. This is how the coaches talked in high school. I'd have signed up.
yeah.
Didn't know y'all were doing that out there.
There are some very
Oh,
sexual.
y'all just drinking from the hose. What are we doing?
What are other like sexual
All of it.
metaphors that coaches have used in the past? You take these big ass dick beaters you got, and you put them into that middle of the chest. That's one of my favorite. Dick beaters is a great all timer. You ever heard that one?
Such a long way to just say hands.
Yes.
Yeah, no, man.
Hey, but sometimes you come up with a little bit. Stout would always call it like a hook. Like you need something that like you can't just say something. You need to say something that registers something in your head. If you say like, "Hey, put your hands in his chest," it's like that's already out my fucking brain. You tell me to put my dick beaters inside of his chest, I'm remembering you telling me to put my dick beaters in his chest. I'm not going to forget that one.
Oh, my hands.
How'd you know? I really only have one dick beater. Are you guys using both?
He started looking around the room.
Time out.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, yeah, beat her.
You guys are going lefty?
No. Same time. Same time.
Yeah.
Same time.
Yeah. I'm a basket weave guy myself.
This is our greatest episode ever.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, anyways, the Texans are red hot right now. The defense is unbelievable. D'Amico Ryan, shout out to D'Amico, one of my former teammates. Those dudes are playing on both sides of the ball, but especially on defense. They are very good. You guys are in a situation where every game counts, even more so at this point because of the record and what it is. Texans 4-game win streak coming into this one. The last time you played Houston was in 225 in the divisional round. It's going to be about 20 degrees at kickoff.
It's my kind of football, baby.
Dude, I love when the cold weather sets in.
My kind of football, especially after a weekend of rest.
Yeah.
Go out there, fly around on the ice, man. Fuck, man. Take me back, baby.
Fly around on the ice.
That's what it feels. It feels like we're in the ice rink, man. That's why I love those games more. There's something about being in the cold and sweating that I feel my most athletic self. I don't know why that feels like it's like my sanctuary, but
I always just felt like I didn't get tired too when it was cold. Like I just could run for days.
yeah. No, well, that's because you weren't running that much. You can still get very tired running in the cold.
Fair enough.
It hits those lungs a little different too, but it's I'm with you though. There's something about the cold that it just gets my excitement, man, for the game. That's the beauty of football, man. You get to play it in all elements. Especially in Arrowhead.
For sure, man. Yeah. Even being up in New England this past yesterday, Monday night game.
Oh, yeah.
I just love the cold, man. I like seeing my breath. It just feels like football.
Yeah. The cold and your Peaky Blinders outfit, man, that shit was sweet. It just meshed perfectly. Give a guy a musket. That doesn't work, though.
Yeah, right.
All right, well, let's get out of here. We'll see you guys up at Arrowhead, and hopefully we come away with a fucking win, a must-need win against a really good football team. And
let's go, baby.
The Fighting D'Amico Ryans, man.
Alrighty, thanks to our presenting sponsor. That's right.
Oh,
YETI. Fuck yeah, I love these things. Who doesn't love a good Yeti?
Check these things out, dude.
I do a podcast with one and I drink out of one.
Check these things out right here. These NFL Ramblers that Yeti sent us.
Got the Eagles one here. I also got a New Heights green one.
Ooh,
if you like a little bit of a darker
good
green.
It's a good green.
We also have a Super Bowl champions one right here. Boom, with a little thermos top. We have an Eagles Rambler, Chiefs one, and the forest green one that we just showed you, which does match the show colors perfectly.
It's a good green. I like the green. Yeti products are the best. That's right. And you can use them for any drink, hot or cold. It keeps it at exactly the temperature that you want.
Obviously, the Yetis are all made from quality materials. They're dishwasher safe, BPA free, and they're basically indestructible. I don't think I've ever seen one destroyed, maybe dented a little bit, but even that seems like it's pretty hard to do because they're made of stainless steel with double wall insulation.
And there's dozens of product options to choose from to accommodate your beverage of choice. That's right. Their NFL collection has Ramblers, coolers, mugs, flasks, and even a beverage bucket. How about that?
I like a good beverage bucket.
And they're available with any NFL team logo, not just our Eagle and Chiefs colors.
They even have a Jets one for Jets Jake. Jets Jake, why don't you show off your Yeti?
Look at this.
All right, get out of here.
Right.
And Yeti has released new products just in time for the holidays, like the ultra durable travel straw mug, and for the first time ever, a shaker bottle with whisk-free technology.
It's the perfect gift for anyone who expects the best. Shop team colors and new arrivals at Yeti.com. Yeti, built for the wild. Thank you to our partner, Xfinity.
With Xfinity, you can get the most intelligent Wi-Fi throughout the home at the same price for 5 whole years.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Imagine a home where your Wi-Fi just works, whether you're catching your favorite game in Xfinity Enhanced 4K
or podcasting from your basement. You can get the best connection even when the whole family is online.
Xfinity Wi-Fi connects everything in the home and fixes problems before you even notice them. That's right. Security cameras, thermostats, everything works together like a well-oiled machine.
That's what you get with Xfinity, the most reliable Wi-Fi powered by fiber.
And here's the kicker. With Xfinity, you get everything you need included. No contracts or commitments. That's data, equipment, and the most reliable Wi-Fi included for 5 years.
Ready to experience the smartest, most intelligent Wi-Fi on Earth? Well, you can learn more at Xfinity.com. That's right. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Thank you to our sponsor, Audible.
The Harry Potter series has been brought to life as full cast audio editions with the first audiobook, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, available now exclusively from Audible.
No way!
I know!
Get ready to be transported to the world of Harry Potter in this captivating full cast audio production with hundreds of unique voices, an electrifying new musical score, real world sound capture, and very immersive sound design.
And it's all in Dolby Atmos to heighten every magical moment. It is truly spellbinding listening to every event with the whole family. It's a new immersive experience for longtime Harry Potter fans such as myself, and an epic new way to introduce the story to a new generation, such as my children.
Ooh, the first audiobook.
Maybe my brother. Travis, do you know anything about Harry Potter? Have you ever watched any of the movies or anything?
No, but you made me do the test and I'm in Gryffindor.
You are a Gryffindor. There's no question.
So why did I do the test if you already knew what I was?
Just to make for good content.
All right, nice. The first audiobook in the series is available now, and the new installments in the series releasing every month after.
It's Harry Potter like you've never heard it before. That's for sure. Exclusively from Audible. Go to audible.com/HP1 and start listening today.
That's audible.com/HP1. Moving on to some Eagles Bears on Black Friday. That was a tough one as well for all those 92%ers, assuming everyone is cheering for our teams. Eagles 15, Bears 24. The Bears are rocking and rolling, man.
They are.
The Bears are rocking and rolling, man. Ben Johnson's got those guys fighting and playing good football. And
he's taking his shirt off in the locker room.
How about it, man? The guys are going fucking nuts. Golly, man. Those guys are fighting for that. That's how you know. Would you get a coach that comes in that just – he's relatable to all the guys, gets the guys to fight for him, man. It's a hard thing to fucking do, and there's a special, like, madness to it that you have to be great at, and some guys got it. And right now he does, man.
Listen, and we've had it in Philadelphia. Nick Sirianni has had that. Like, That's what's frustrating. Like, I think right now the Eagles are trying to figure this thing out. They're trying to get this offense going, and it's, playing the Bears, who really, they're clicking on all cylinders right now. They're playing so well. Their offensive line was rolling. Their running backs are running hard, and you can feel that energy and excitement the team has. And the Eagles, we're 8-4, right? We've had a great season, and I know that it hasn't lived up to the potential, especially on the offensive side of the ball. The defense has been great for the majority of the season. But you can tell, man, they want to get this thing figured out, and everybody's frustrated. And the good thing is we've put ourselves in a situation where being at 8-4, like, all we got to do is just keep fucking working, man. Keep grinding it out. Keep asking ourselves how we can improve it. Coaches, players, everybody. I still think they got the pieces there. I still think they got the offensive weapons.
Yeah,
the offensive line is starting to get some continuity in playing together. They're going to be helped.
That's the thing, man. Yeah, that's tough.
Lane Johnson coming back will be huge, even though Fred has done well, especially in pass pro. I think the run game is close. I really do. I know it hasn't manifested yet, and it's frustrating watching because it can be so much better. I think it's getting closer. I think that with the health that is starting to come, it'll only improve. And that's what makes the run game so hard, man. And when it's clicking and everybody is on the same page,
it's the best.
And you got these guys, look out. But right now it's, it's this guy here, it's that guy here, it's, this guy doesn't come off for the linebacker, and that is a difference in a huge run. The safety rolls down and is unhatted, and that kind of ruins this one. They're bringing nickel edge. That stalls out a couple runs, and then all of a sudden they run into it and they get a big one. And, it's just been frustrating, especially as a guy who knows how much time those guys put into it up front, how great Saquon Barkley is, how great Jeff Stoutland is. It's been frustrating to watch, to be honest with you. But I do think it's getting closer. And I think once that thing gets going, if there's a positive to take away, A.J. Brown's starting to get the ball, and the passing game feels like it's getting better. And you're seeing the routes now move around more than they were earlier in the year. Like, that was a big complaint everybody talked about, the route trees and all this stuff that I don't, quite frankly, look as much into a lot of the times. But it's very apparent that they're making a concerted effort to get players moving in different areas and not being as stagnant in the area in which these guys are running routes, I guess, if that makes sense.
No, it 100% does. And it makes life on being a receiver so much easier. That's the one thing when you watch the Chiefs play, you see me moving around all the time. I'm moving from one side of the line to the other side of the line. And it's like, what that does is for the defense is it changes passing strength. It changes rules on how they're going to pass off routes. It changes rules on how they have to fill gaps. So get the defense thinking fast, and all of a sudden you're snapping the ball while they're still trying to figure out how they need to adjust. And if you use that to your advantage, that shit's only going to make things way easier as a route runner and as an offense.
That was one thing that really stood out with the Bears, I will say. I mean, Ben Johnson and how he utilizes the motions and guys moving around, he's just so good at it.
Yeah, and they got a lot of good tight ends over there, man. So and a good run game.
And that's where the defense obviously gave up a lot of yards on the ground. Their offensive line, the Bears offensive line played well. Like, I don't want to discredit them, but watching the tape back, like, there was a lot of just like, we just need to fit this a little bit better, right? Like, we got to handle this motion. If we're in the right spot here, if we squeeze down, don't play the boot as much here. Like, it was a lot of that stuff where it felt like this defense is better than the way they played and what the stats looked like at the end of the day. So I felt good after watching the tape. We just got to improve in some of those areas. But I was impressed. I mean, like, for instance, like they motioned a double wing right into the boundary, right? So tight end receiver into the boundary. They did like a jet motion with the receiver. We rock and roll, right? So Reed's down to the tight end on the motion. The safeties decide to rock and roll, meaning Reed goes back to the middle of the field, and the other safety goes down to the 3-by side now. And the corner's got to come in now. All of a sudden, now he's fitting the C gap. And they got a big hit on that one. It was just a lot of stuff like that where it was like they do a great job of manipulating the gaps, manipulating the tight end movement, doing the boots, and like really trying to mess around with guys' rules and responsibilities in the run game, especially. All in all, again, similar to the AFC, you think about every team has shown weakness at this point, right? Every team has had their games, ups and downs. And I just think at the end of the day, the Eagles have great coaches and they have great players. And eventually they're going to be peaking at the right time. I got faith in that. And you look at the top 8 teams last year, Lions, Commanders, Eagles, and Rams. Like Chiefs, Texans, Bills, and Ravens. Think about all of these teams that we thought were going to be the best teams coming into it. And like all of them have shown signs of being really good. And then other weeks have had big letdowns. The 2 best teams in the league right now consistently have been the Broncos and the Patriots, right?
Yeah. I mean,
the Rams, who I thought were the most consistent team in football, all of a sudden they drop one to Charlotte. So, or Carolina.
Charlotte? Yeah. I mean, the same team. Yeah. Carolina is another sneaky one, man. They can put together a game.
It just feels like more than ever, the NFL is wide open. Listen, we're 8-4. We got time to figure this thing out. It's just going to take some like concerted effort from everybody. And I know these guys are going to be hard at work to get this done. I can't wait to see Saquon Barkley running again, man. That's all I want. I know everybody wants to see the passing game, stuff like that. I want to see Saquon Barkley running through the fucking line untouched all the way to the end zone. That's what I want to see.
Using those Saquads to just fucking.
Come on. If they get that going with the way they're playing defense, they will be a very tough team to beat by anybody. That's all I know.
I hear you, man.
While we're on that topic, do you want to just jump ahead to that like NFC standings that I put in there later? If you look at the top 7 teams in the NFC and just look at the fact that the 1 seed has 9 wins, the 7 seed has 9 wins. I think if Chicago loses next week to the Packers, they drop from 1 to 7. Like that's how fucking insane this season is.
It really is. Where's that at?
It was just a little later. Scroll on down.
Can we just use what you just said?
You can. I don't like to.
I think it's fine
too much on here.
I think it's fun when you jump in. And
I think it's good when you just
a little. Yeah. You like the stash?
I do.
You like a stash? You into it?
Very Bert. It's very Berty. It's either Burt Reynolds or Mario.
Reynolds or Mario.
Super Mario.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take Burt Reynolds. I think of the 2.
What is this Snapchat DM?
You want to read those? Eagles fans have
actually kind of funny. That's what
Eagles fans are breaking up over the Eagles. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Read that. Go ahead.
All right. So apparently Eagles fans are breaking up over the Eagles.
Yeah.
Had a little Snapchat DM here from a couple individuals. Derek says, okay, so I know this is going to sound absolutely crazy, but I was noticing since we started talking daily and went on our date, the Eagles have been shitting the bed. I don't want to hate me or block me, but I think maybe we just need to not talk until the season is over. I love the superstitiousness here.
Till the season's over?
I like you a lot, so don't take this as a dismissal. Just need to turn our luck around for the birds, and I think you'd understand that too. And then, of course,
she replied. Or
sure.
He replied.
Sure, for the birds. Way to go, Eagles fans. That's how you freaking date. Responsibly.
Did Kylie watch all the Eagles game this time?
We were at the Eagles game and we were watching. Yes. She's going to have to start turning her back.
Kai.
You're right.
I'm going to be honest. You got to buy in, Kai. You got to buy in.
We need everything we can.
Everybody needs everything they can. The table's wide open.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say we get out of these 2 games and get to the rest of the league.
Let's do it.
We got a big week for shit talking. That's right. A lot of shit talking going around the league. That is the nature of the NFL. Some of the best parts of the NFL, if you ask me. Yep. Titans Jags, though, it got a little personal over there, man. Jeffrey Simmons claims that Jaguars rookie running back LeQuint Allen Jr. told him to suck his dick in the middle of the game.
No.
Yeah. Jeffrey
seems pretty standard trash talk to me. Like I feel like I've heard that a bunch. Just saying. Like I don't.
No, for sure.
Suck my dick, motherfucker. Like I feel like I hear that every game. I don't think that's what are we all of a sudden upset about.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Simmons is a guy that gets very upset in games. He's an angry football player, which I like angry football players.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure at one point I was at the bottom of a pile and he was grinding his knee into my ankle.
Yeah. No,
I looked over. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. He was like, what? I was like, suck my dick. I'm kidding. I don't talk like that on the football field. I'm a
fine gentleman.
I'm a very nice man.
Yeah.
Tennessee player also claims that Jacksonville punter Logan Cook threatened to kill him. What's up with all these Tennessee players snitching? What are we doing, guys? Also, Jags players, man, you guys are fucking doing it right. You guys are in their head. You're in the head of the opponent across from you.
Keep doing it, Jacksonville.
Take it up a notch. Tell him how you'd kill him.
If it gets him out of his game, because you're not being serious, you're not going to actually kill him.
That's the thing. Sometimes the punters, they look creepy enough and like scrawny and like weird enough to where it's like, damn, he probably would fucking do some weird ass shit.
No way. I've never thought that about a punter.
No?
Logan, a punter saying they're going to kill him? Like, I would do nothing to me. I'll fucking break your neck right now. You realize I can kill you with my bare hands. I don't even need a weapon.
McAfee's going to fucking beat your ass.
I would not want to fight McAfee. McAfee's a squirrely son of a bitch. You're right. McAfee would be one guy. Who else wouldn't I want to fight? Sebastian Janikowski.
I was going to say, you don't want to fight him because you just want to have a few beers with him.
Yeah, but he's going to headbutt me or something. He's going to come out as something a left field with something I'm not ready for.
He's going to Steven Seagal fucking. Imagine if that hit your neck, what that'd do to you.
Listen, I think that there's a very clear, as long as nothing being said is either racist in nature or attacking somebody's family that's not playing the game, I feel like it's all fair game.
Fair game?
Yeah. If somebody says I'm going to fucking kill you, like, I'll fuck kill you. Like, I don't know what it's like. I don't know what the.
Not if I kill you first.
I've never heard somebody say I'll fucking kill you and be like, this guy just threatened my life. I'm going to report him to HR. I don't know what's like. What are we talking about right now? Yeah. Did you just hear him? He's threatening my life.
He told me to.
I don't know what's happening right now.
He told me to put his dick in my mouth.
He said, get this. He told me to S his D. I think that should be a 15-yard penalty, sir.
To S his D.
I don't know. Maybe in my 2 years removed from the NFL, talking shit to people is all of a sudden off limits. But I feel like both of those things happened a litany of times. And most of the time, no one is literally saying to suck their dick. Like, I don't know what's happening.
I will tickle your tonsils.
Suck my dick, yeah. You'd like to tickle my tonsils, wouldn't you?
Maybe the biggest non-NFL football news, taking it to the college ranks. Ole Miss Lane Kiffin finally took the head coaching job at LSU after weeks and literally just like a couple of days of speculation. Leaves Ole Miss as the team preps to potentially host a college football playoff game, this is tough, man. It's tough on Ole Miss. It's tough on the players because Lane Kiffin's going to want to take everyone from his staff that has made him, the head coach that he is today, that has helped ingrain in the kids at Ole Miss that, this is the style of football that we need to be playing. And I get it if you're Lane Kiffin. I mean, there needs to be some sort of rule by the NCAA that you can't start looking for new job opportunities until after the season, because Ole Miss is going to go into college football with someone's dad as a fucking helper. You know what I mean? Like, you don't just have extra coaches on the practice squad. You know what I mean? Like, you have GAs and you have guys that aren't going to get invited with Lane to Ole Miss, and you're just going to have to gather up people from around the university or however you need to do it. We were at the fucking Sugar Bowl with guys' dads helping with personnel on the sidelines.
I don't remember that. Really?
Dude, what? Who else did we have? We had fucking GAs helping.
No, we had everybody other than BK. We had everybody other than BK stayed for the game. Right? There might have been one other person that went with BK.
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of when Butch left.
Yeah.
When Coach Jones left, we had literally guys. Well, that wasn't the Sugar Bowl. That was the old Belk Bowl. And we found a way to find her out there and get it done. But we had fucking GAs being, the lead coaches and whatnot. It's a clusterfuck, and it's definitely putting the team and the players at a disadvantage when you don't have your head coach or your offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, things like that.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks. We've been through it, obviously, with Brian Kelly and Butch Jones. Well, you went through it with Butch. I went through it with Brian and Mark D'Antonio, where we played bowl games with interim coaches because those guys took other jobs. And I mean, listen, it's the way it's been forever. I mean, it's part of me's mad that it takes Ole Miss happening too for all of a sudden everybody to realize how fucked it up it is. Like, nobody gave a fuck when like, oh yeah, of course Brian Kelly went to Notre Dame. He left Cincinnati. Like, of course that happened. All of a sudden, Lane Kiffin does it to Ole Miss, and they're like, oh, this is an outrage. How could he do this to his players? Like, this fucking happened to me twice, and nobody gave a fuck about it. And I couldn't transfer. At least these guys can fucking leave. I was just stuck there twiddling my thumbs. Like, I hope they hire a good fucking guy.
That's so crazy,
so
dude.
Take your sob story and shove it up your asshole, Miss. I got no fucking pity for you guys. But this is the way it works. I do think that there should be rules in NCAA that prevent coaches from leaving before the bowl games have been played out or before the playoffs have happened. But it's not going to happen because the National Signing Day is so close. All of these schools are in the heat of recruiting right now. Like, that's the reality of it. Like, that's why LSU wants Lane Kiffin there, right? That's why all these guys need him to go before the bowl game, is because they need to have good players on the team and they want to be able to sell the program. And I mean, it just sucks. You wish there was a way that he could accept the job, but also still coach the game. You know, I think it sucks for Ole Miss. I'm lying. I do feel bad for Ole Miss because I went through it myself with Brian Kelly at Notre Dame.
It just sucks.
And it's not fun. You know, you work so hard as a team and as a group of men and kids to get to that point. And, you know, it's a deflating moment for what should be a joyous time for everyone in that building.
Yeah. And at that university right now.
And, you know, we were undefeated, our best year that we've ever had at Cincinnati to that date.
We were I think it was 2 seconds or 3 seconds away from going to the national championship.
If Nebraska would have found out a way to beat Texas, and Dominican Sue, if he would have got to the quarterback one more time, we might have been. It
came down to a rollout. We call it a heave ho in our building, but it's a play where you try and roll out and you try and exhaust the last seconds of the game by throwing it as high and as far out of bounds as possible. Yeah, and Texas did that at the end of a game, but they were 1 second away from
giving the ball back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think we ended up the 4 seed, so I don't know that we would have made it anyway. But either way, we were the 4th ranked team in the country, and we got our dicks absolutely shoved in by the Florida Gators in Tim Tebow's last game.
I was so upset that they didn't keep that in the Florida documentary.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see the Florida doc?
I didn't watch it, no.
It's about Urban Meyer and those couple of years, those handful of years that he was there at the Florida Gators, and when Tebow came in and
had some dogs.
Just how amazing that those teams were and how they fought and the ups and downs that they went through, and it was cool. But then they ended it with the regular season ending at the SEC, and it's like that's not how their season ended. Their season ended by Tim Tebow throwing for 7 touchdowns and 500 yards against the Cincinnati Bearcats in the Sugar Bowl.
We got absolutely fucking killed. We were and to be honest, like, it sucked not having Brian Kelly, but I can tell you very confidently it would not have mattered if Brian Kelly was coaching that game. We were so much less talented than that.
I ran a little wildcat in there. Got my 2 plays in there.
We did.
I didn't get into. Like,
I made Carlos Dunlop's highlight reel on draft day because I gave him a sack. Yeah.
What the fuck were you doing blocking Dunlop?
Every time he would line up as a 3 technique, when I was studying tape that week, he kept running a U stunt or a TE. Yeah. He would pick the tackle and the end would loop around. So I'm getting ready to punch the shit out of him to try and put him out on Jeff Linkenbach. Yeah. And right when I go to punch, he hit me on an inside spin move so fast. I was like, oh, they aren't doing this in the Big East. So, yeah, that wasn't good. Tony got crushed on that play. Sorry, Tony Pike.
Shout out to Los.
Yeah. Anyways, it sucks. It's the way it has been for a long time in football. It is kind of funny to me that, like, now they're like a bigger program. It's happening to them. I'm supposed to care more than when it happened to me and you 2 and 3 times, and happens to little small universities all the fucking time. Yeah. Ole Miss fans had his clothes in the parking lot by the end of the day.
It was hilarious, dude. The fucking fans outside the private jet, dude. Oh man, it was good. It's good.
Well, sorry that you're going through it, Ole Miss. I know what you're going through. It sucks.
Can't wait to see Ole Miss versus LSU next year, though, baby. Here we go.
Well, they're still got some playoff games going.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like,
that's all you want to see?
I want to see Lane Kiffin have to go back to LSU.
What if they play better? Is there an interim coach? Is he for sure going with Lane Kiffin?
No, I think their season just ended.
Well, no, they're going to the playoffs, aren't they? Isn't that why this is a big deal?
Yeah, they are. You're right. We have no idea.
Yeah, maybe Pete Golding does really well, and they offer him a bunch of money.
Their special teams long snapper, his father is actually going to be doing defensive signals for them in the playoffs. It'll be great.
I mean, I think SEC has a little more resources than we had at Cincinnati to handle
Just
coaching.
fucking bring Eli back. Eli, go take charge for a college football playoff.
That's great.
Just get somebody in there that fucking represents the program. All right, let's wrap up football with some of these stamps of the week. Stamp of the week brought to you by Audible.
It's an amazing app. It's an amazing platform to learn, be entertained, you name it. A lot of good stuff on Audible. All right.
Nice.
Nominees for Stamp of the Week. We got Giants holder Jamie Gillen for making the best out of whatever that was. I mean, he's the reason that it happened.
Is this the field goal kick?
This is the kicker where he kicked the turf. The snapper was actually, the ball slips when he puts it down and he has to readjust it. And I think it spooked the kicker. I do think he also just fucked up, though. Even if you see that, why do you do that?
I think that lead step's just a little too far out in front of that football. He's got to, because when you get too far out in the football, now you got to be steep at the ball.
Yeah.
And I think you got to, and then you got to bring that left hip out of there. He kept it a little too far closed in, and now you're really getting down there. You're not allowing yourself to get through the ball. Yeah, you want to keep that lead step right even or a little bit behind us. So you can get through the ball. Get through the ball.
Either way, I'm not giving Jamie a stamp of the week because it wasn't a great hold. Puka Nacua for this insane catch. Let's check this one out.
This was insane indeed.
Little OBJ action.
Puka.
Reverse backhanded catch. Very impressive.
Man, if we're going to go catch, I'm going tight end Brock Bowers.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
He gets my stamp of the week at least twice a year because of how fucking good he is. But this is an insane catch. Oh.
Wow. That's impressive.
Off the
Very
fucking
impressive.
turf. That boy just loves ball, man. What a goon, man. Oh, draped all over him. Snow cones it.
Baby. Snow cones it. I liked it.
Just
Brandon, stop putting Archie Manning in this fucking stamp of the week thing.
No, I won't. Good for you, Arch. Good for you, Arch. I'm watching
yards.
you, baby. Lock in. What?
Pantsless Jets fan. Let me see this one.
Uh-oh, we got security presence now. I wonder why.
That's great. I would love to give that stamp, but I think you got to draw the line there. No shirt's funny, no pants. That can go south. That can go south real quick. All right, I'm going to go with the Ernest Jones pick six. I know it's not original. It was a great pick. It was a fucking wild play.
yes.
Sorry to Max Brosner. Rough first outing. I mean, he's playing really good defense. It's going to be hard to have a good game against those guys.
Yeah.
This
is
fucking
insane,
play
though.
is.
This is insane.
I
though.
just
can't do it.
No.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
But it was an electric play.
It's an electric play. Ernest Jones really didn't have to do much, but it's an electric play.
Other than be ready. You just got to be ready. Sometimes that's half the battle, man. You got to be ready.
Be prepared.
Oh, fuck.
Alrighty, that does it for Stamp of the Week, brought to you by Audible.
And now, Jason Kelsey with a word from our partner, DraftKings.
Thank you to our partner, DraftKings. That's right. The NFL playoff race is heating up, and in the back half of the season, every game feels like a must-win game. A lot of teams still left in the hunt. The AFC is wide open. Will Kansas City be in the playoffs? I think that they will. Denver's really hot. New England, my God, their quarterback is lighting it up. It is a fun time in the NFL with lots of action to take place in, if that's your thing. And DraftKings is the place you want to go. There is no better time to get in on the action with our partner at DraftKings Sportsbook. Right now, new customers who bet $5 will get $200 in bonus bets if their first bet wins when you sign up using promo code New Heights. Want to shot at an even bigger payout? Throw your bonus bets on a same-game parlay or live player props to bet on in-progress games right as they happen. If sports betting is not available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings app now and sign up using code New Heights. New customers bet $5 and you'll get $200 in bonus bets if your first bet wins. Minimum 500 odds required. DraftKings, the crown is yours. And now a tale from our partner, Gillette.
'Twas the night before game day, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring except for a Kels, loud as a mouse.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with flair, but I'm still debating what holiday gift to put there.
Another macaroni necklace? Masterpiece?
That or Gillette Labs' official Eagles razor for shaving with ease.
Can't go wrong with either. But I hear in KC the Chiefs razor is top of the wish list, including for me.
Now let's check in with our clean-shaven crew, Jake and Brandon. Give us your review. Oh, that's why the mustache has been here.
There you go, yeah.
Now I'm understanding.
Yes.
It's good shaving. Good to clean up the top here, clean up the neckline.
You guys look good.
I had to grow this out during Movember. I shaved for Halloween. And then
that's nice.
Gillette made me look like Big Red, but not quite as impressive on the mustache.
The shaving gel smells incredible. But let's get back to our Christmas shaving story.
Their shaves are unbeatably smooth. They're looking sharp.
And thanks to those long-lasting Gillette blades, they're still on their first cart.
Ooh, so 92%ers don't stress or be blue. Gillette's got the perfect gift for you.
Head to Amazon.com/Gillette NFL and make your holiday bright. Happy game day to all, and to all a smooth night. And now it's probably what you've waited this entire episode for. That's right. We're going to talk.
And
how the fuck did this happen?
I don't know how we even got to this point in life, Jason.
Yeah. I don't even know how to talk to people of this stature.
Well, because they talk to you. And
they're just so much smarter.
You don't want to get in the
way. As human
why
beings.
Is he so good at just like being a cool person? He does it so effortlessly.
I know.
You said it best. You said it was like if that's what a movie star is.
Jesus Christ.
If that's what a superstar is, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Because I don't have that.
No. Just sitting there, you know he's a superstar. He doesn't even need to say anything. And then he starts talking, and he's like way better at conversing.
Yeah.
I was like, this is what I do for a living. You're already like, can you not be great at everything, George? Jesus Christ.
You guys are going to see George Clooney take over this podcast.
So, are we on? You going? All right. I want to start off.
Oh,
okay.
God.
Wow.
I'm going to start
Okay.
off.
Where we at?
I'm going to start off. Not you guys. I'm going to start off. Jason, I dig you, man.
Oh, wow.
You know,
Thank you, George.
You're NFC. You're a Hall of Famer. You know, I can show some love for you.
Thank you. Thank you, George.
Travis, you broke me, man. I'm a Bengals fan, dude. I grew up in Cincinnati.
Oh,
You've broken me so many times, and your pretty face on GQ, and I have to. You know how many times I've thrown like a hoagie at my TV at your face? You've broken me.
You guys had your run. You guys broke me. I'll tell you what, the Bengals broke me coming out. They took a tight end ahead of me in the draft, and I felt heartbroken. I was a Cincinnati Bearcat. I was sitting in their backyard.
That's right. You were a Bearcat, man.
Yeah. No,
You were
that's too
literally in
funny,
the backyard.
Man. I was.
Off a straight street off the back of Cincinnati. I used to live on Straight Street.
How about it, really?
Yeah.
We had this in the rundown, but while you brought it up, we have conflicting reports. We always, at least if you go to the University of Cincinnati, you're told as a student that George Clooney went to UC. Is that true?
Yeah, for a minute. Yeah.
That counts, right?
I was there for a minute.
It counts.
I lived on Straight Street on the hill, you know, where if it snowed and you parked, the cars would all end up at the bottom of the hill.
I know
Like,
exactly what you're talking about.
Hell yeah. If you lived at the
I'm
bottom of the
slimming
hill.
down that hill.
Yeah, if you lived at the bottom of that hill when it snowed, you ain't making it to fucking practice. You're calling it up.
You went down to the King Quick at the bottom and you just got Doritos and a beer and you just sat there until the snow.
Oh, yeah.
That's all you could do, man.
Over the Rhine, baby. That's some good shit.
Over the Rhine. You remember that area? That was like tricky, remember?
Oh, yeah. Now it's clean. No, now it's a lot better. It's a lot better.
Well,
they clean this place up.
there's still Pockets.
Pockets. That's a great way to put it.
I was back in Cincinnati a couple of weeks ago, and it was funny. I went back, and the owner of the Cincinnati Reds came out. I was speaking in front of a couple thousand people. The owner of the Cincinnati Reds came out. And, I had a couple of tryouts for the Reds when I was younger, and he came up and read like my scouting report, and it was the most humiliating thing you ever heard in your life.
That's too good.
Like, he's got no arm. He's got no speed. He can't hit.
Tell you what, though, he puts a jersey on, man. The guy looks like a ball player.
I had a hat, dude. I look good.
Hell yeah. I believe it. I got to see those.
That's
photos.
too good. Was it just like high school tryouts or like?
Yeah, it was. They had a thing where they were taking people out of high school for anybody who was playing well in high school, and they took you out and brought you in and let you try out for. There was
like a little combine or a showcase. Yeah,
it was fun, but boy, it was pretty humiliating in front of all those people.
That's too funny that he had it in there. He still had the detailed report, man. That's too funny. Well, nice. Now we can get it out there. Were you in the DAP program at Cincinnati for a little bit?
No,
the art program.
None of that.
Well. Once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat in my book.
Dude, I also, I was a UK kid too. I loved UK. So, I would side with the UK for basketball because, you kind of wanted to have a winner and
yeah.
And I'd been a Bengals fan for a long time, and, we'd lost an awful lot of games.
A lot of losing.
There was a lot of losing. For a while, we were, I think, the losingest franchise in football. And then we kind of got a little better,
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was Kenny Anderson was the quarterback.
How about it? How about it, man?
All right, I'm going to get this intro going, and we'll get this thing officially started. I know.
Bring it, man.
All right, here we go. Our guest today is a Hollywood legend from Lexington, Kentucky, a 4-time Golden Globe winner, a 4-time Screen Actors Guild Award winner, a Tony Award winner, and a 2-time Academy Award winner. You know him from his roles in ER, Syriana, Out of Sight, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, Perfect Storm, From Dusk Till Dawn, Michael Clayton, Bird After Reading, and Oceans 11, 12, and 13, and there's probably more coming. He's the star of the upcoming film, Jay Kelly. And unlike myself, he actually won Sexiest Man Alive twice. 92%ers. Please welcome Mr. George Clooney.
No fucking way.
Oh my gosh, man.
Guys.
That is a heck of a
just
laundry
for
list.
clarification, I never won a Tony, but I'm glad you said it anyway. We can get it out there, then people will think I won, and that's even more fun.
You did now.
Gosh, dang it.
Just
all right. I appreciate the honesty.
We gave you
miss
that.
anything?
Did we miss anything?
Yeah,
did we give you one?
Many. We missed a bunch, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm fine. I'll be okay. Hi, guys. How's it going, man?
We're doing great. Thank you so much for taking the time to hop on, George. This is an incredible honor for us.
Fun to be here.
It is. I still can't believe that we're getting guests of your stature on this thing.
It's insane.
This is it's incredible.
Stature now. See, I get gray and I have stature.
Well, I mean, no, you get you get distinguished.
Into that one, yeah.
Dang it,
distinguished. I know.
It's coming from a guy that's turning gray as well, and I'll tell you what, he embraces the grayness. He can't wait till he goes full white.
Damn right,
dude. It's coming. It happens fast.
Okay, perfect. I'm looking forward to it. I'm full Santa Claus here in a couple of years, man. It's going to be epic. Right.
Your wife will be so happy.
Yeah, she'll be thrilled. She'll be thrilled. All right, let's talk about Jay Kelly. How about that?
All right, bring it on.
Initial thoughts. First of all, incredible film. Loved every second of it. And I know you've already, I'm sure you've been asked this by anybody else talking to you about this film. Did this film feel extra personal to you, being about a blockbuster actor and everything happening behind the scenes? There had to be some type of personal connection to you in this film.
Well, I mean, look, we're the same height and the same hair.
So good.
The guy's kind of, he's kind of a mess. And I hope at my age that I'm not quite in that much of a,
fair enough,
crisis mode. But, listen, look, this is a guy whose kids hate him and, dad doesn't like him. I got 8-year-olds and they still dig me,
Perfect.
That's going to change, as you know. But,
teenage years are coming.
I know. How old are your kids?
Dude, they're all young. I got 6, 4, 2, and a brand new one. So we're in the early
nice.
stages.
Brand new one. Nice.
It's coming, man. And I'm telling you, dude, it's like, even at 8, I've got like my daughter rolling her eyes now, which is a new thing.
Gosh. Okay.
Like I'd say like, hey, your dad's a big star. And she just rolls her eye.
Yeah. Sure, Dad.
Not great.
How do you handle that? Let me ask you that. Are you are you a strict, or do you get on? Like, what's your parenting style?
I'm a little strict. I'm not like, not nutbag about it. My kids are pretty good. My kids are really well behaved. But I have to say it's a pretty funny adventure raising kids, because they're, you don't realize, how much they're listening to you. Like I was in the car driving to school the other day, and I like some guy, cut me off, and I was like, fucking asshole. And I'm driving, and like about 5 minutes later in the backseat, I hear fucking asshole from my 8-year-old.
Same tone, same delivery.
Oh my gosh.
Everything. And they're going to say that, and my wife's going to hear it, and then I'm dead.
Yes, exactly.
There's no way I could deny it. So you're learning as you go.
That's amazing. All right. Well, to summarize the movie for everybody that needs to go watch this thing, George Clooney plays a famous actor, Jay Kelly, alongside, and this is an awesome moment, his manager, Adam Sandler, the Sandman.
The Sandman, baby.
And you guys go to Europe to kind of, as a sabbatical almost, to kind of find out, what are we doing here? And a little midlife crisis kind of moment. I thought it was fantastic.
It's so much fun. Do you guys know Adam at all? Have you ever met him?
Well, Trav,
yeah, baby.
Yeah, Trav was in Happy Gilmore 2.
I had the pleasure of being on set with the big guy.
Yeah, that's right. You were in the movie. By the way, he didn't ask me.
He didn't
put me in the movie.
That's a missed opportunity, Adam. That's a missed opportunity.
I told him, man, I work cheap. Not like Travis. It was expensive.
I'm doing this thing for free. Just let me be on set, man.
He's such a good egg. He's such a fun cat and fun to work with. He and I have been playing basketball together for about 30 years, and just a chance to get a chance to work with him was what a blast. What a fun thing to be able to do.
Just the best, man. Adam's such a good dude, man. I'm still forever thankful that he even sent the ask to allow me to be the waiter. But honestly, looking back on it, if he would have asked you and you would have been that waiter, god damn, I think the movie might have been 10 times better, man. Fuck.
Dude, I play a great waiter. You have no idea. I'm such a good waiter.
Seeing you,
so ready to roll.
Yeah. Seeing you chest bump Xander Schauffele.
So wait, now is this going to be the thing now? When you retire, I know you're not going to retire. When you retire, are you going to go into some show business? Are you going to act more?
Listen, it's as long as I'm getting asked by guys like Adam Sandler, my heroes growing up, man, I'm going to be there in a heartbeat, man. I don't know how much skill I have, but I'll be the best teammate on set and have some fun with you if you hire me. That's for damn sure.
That's exciting, man. That's going to be fun. By the way, Travis, you were in Lake Como, weren't you?
Oh yeah. Me and Tay danced around Lake Como for a little while, man. I loved it out there.
That's my, I got a place there out there.
Oh yeah.
Spot,
they love to point it out whenever you're doing whenever you're on the lake.
I'm part of the tour. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a funny thing. And now, if you look to your left, you see a George Clooney house.
I'll tell you what, it sits perfectly on that water, man. It's a beautiful place and a beautiful area. Everybody out there is so lovely, man. Every morning I was throwing my shoes on, running up and down the water, and we had gloomy days, we had beautiful days, and it was just every single day was just a new epic realization what's really around the world. And I had never even imagined that place, in my dreams.
Had you spent time in Italy at all?
No, that was my first time.
Because, what you'll see is there's a version of life that they live that's pretty interesting. They really celebrate dinner. It's 2 hours and you're eating with a 10-year-old and you're eating with your grandparents. And it's they do it right there.
There's so many little spots that are just so fun to go to dinner too, man. It's like you're going to a place that has like 10 seats in a corner of a cove, and it's just the best pasta you could ever imagine, and just the best. It's such a cool place. I recommend that place for everybody.
Love it.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Well, one of the things in the movie here, George, is that there's the entourage of Jay's character is immense, right? Not just Adam, like everybody that is at the beck and call of this movie star.
Hairstylist.
Yeah.
You know, like Travis does.
It's very similar.
Makeup, hair.
How accurate is this portrayal? Is this an accurate Hollywood trope?
Well, I know some actors who have pretty big crowd around them. It doesn't seem like it'd be all that fun, but I do know a few that have it. It seems like a lot of work to me.
Yeah.
I hear you.
But I most of the gang that I know are pretty, actually live a pretty normal life, believe it or not. I mean, it's sort of surprising, but most of the guys, like all the gang from Oceans that Brad and Matt and Julia, they actually have fairly normal lives considering sort of who they are.
Yeah.
Not me. I have like 40 people. There's someone sitting directly behind me holding my face back
at all times.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a banger. George, did you have to do some sort of like long distance training? You're running in like the entire second half of the movie. You're just sprinting across fields.
Okay, so here's the thing. First of all, we were trying to run like a big goofball, but I'm 64 years old, and we do it's like a couple hundred yards sprinting.
Oh yeah,
and I do it like 30 takes.
Oh my gosh!
And at one point, I go to the director. I go, I'm 64, dude. And he goes, well, I'd just like to see you run faster.
No way! No way!
And here's something I learned from Jason. Rather than running faster, I just pumped my arms faster.
That's right.
There you go.
That's something Jason
works smarter, not harder.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh.
So wait, where are you guys? You're in KC, right?
Yep.
And Jason, where are you?
I'm in Philly, man. I live here. We settled here. My wife is from 5 minutes away from where we live, so we got a lot of support with the kids and everything. So there really wasn't another option. I don't know if we'd be able to do what we do.
Do you guys battle it out over who's got the coolest podcast? Do you get into that? Do you fight?
For sure.
Well, it's everything. You already know. You got to. You got to go after every bit of like bragging rights at the dinner table during Thanksgiving, man. It never stops.
What? Let me ask you this: as a Cincinnati fan, Burrow's coming back. Like, does that inspire you, or is it just like this defense is so bad it doesn't matter who's playing quarterback?
Well, I worry. I mean, it's not like Flacco wasn't putting up good numbers. So what do you do? Listen, it's an interesting time.
Yeah.
No, it's an interesting thing to be a Cincinnati fan in general. I grew up. When I was growing up in Cincinnati, we were in Kentucky, but across the river, I was, so in 1975, I was 14 years old, and we had the Big Red Machine, Rose and Johnny
Come on now.
And it was like, I thought we were always going to be Cincinnati is going to be the epicenter of great sports.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was sort of going to be our swan song, in general.
Pete Rose, Johnny Bench, those that freaking great.
Joe Morgan, Ken Griffey.
Oh yeah.
I mean, think about the George. I mean, we had a team, man.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Have you met Joey Burrow, the smooth guy, an Ohio native?
No.
Haven't ran into him yet?
No, and I'm a big fan. I know that you guys like to harm him. I know that, but
listen, he's harmed us. He won, I think, the first 3 games ever played against us. I remember it.
Rename the stadium. Burrow.
Between Burrow and our, we have some amazing receivers and Chase and those guys where, we really do have it's fun to watch again. That part's fun. It's just heartbreaking to, try to stop a run. It's just like, are you guys going to win it all this year?
That's the plan, big guy. We got some things to clean up, that's for sure. So I won't just go ahead and say that we're going to. But
when you've won Super Bowls, is it every team that comes in is gunning for you guys? Then is that how it feels?
For sure.
That's
all
the pride.
Season.
That's the honor that you get though when you win it. You know what I mean? Like I'm a competitor where I want everybody's fucking best. I get excited about those games when the moments are huge and you know what I mean. It's a close game and you need to be your greatest. Like I fucking love those moments. Those Those are my favorite games to be a part
of. It's exciting.
And it definitely, when you play in good quarterbacks like Burrow and Josh Allen and those guys, like it's every game.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to play at your top or else you're going to get smoked.
I got a question. George, do actors get competitive like athletes?
Oh, that's funny.
Like everybody's gunning for the Chiefs and the Eagles for the Super Bowl. Like, do you get competitive with some of these other guys? Like, my film's going to outdo yours, or how does that work?
No, I don't think so. Cause we're kind of, there's not I don't have to beat out somebody or they don't have to beat me out. So I, to sort of succeed, in a weird way, but so there isn't really that kind of competition. I do enjoy, like, I'll give those guys shit. I love giving Matt Damon shit. That's good fun. And he deserves it, by the way.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
By the way, he's a Patriots fan and the Patriots are playing well. I can't live with it right now. It's too much.
It's bad.
It's just all I hear about.
Vrabel, they let a Ohio guy get at their realm, man. I'm just saying, Ohio ball player, man.
Crazy
Vrabel.
how much a coach can make a difference.
Yeah, it's huge though. And then and Pitt's a Kansas City fan, so you guys got Pitt.
Oh yeah.
So the whole Oceans team is breaking me, man. It's just too much. We're going to do another Oceans.
What?
You guys are doing another one?
Yeah, we're going to do another one.
Oh,
but now we're old. So it's going to be like mostly just trying not to crap yourself.
Dude, I can't fucking wait though.
It's like every sneeze is a gamble now,
Yeah. Is this already are you guys getting ready to film it? How does this work?
No, we're scouting locations.
Everything's been agreed to?
Yeah, the main thing is just finding the time in the schedule to figure out when we can all do it. But yeah, we've got a really good script and it's going to be fun to get those guys back in the room. It'll be fun.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, it's been pretty damn good so far.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll ever get back on screen with the Coen brothers? I got to say, Oh Brother, We're Out Now, Hail Caesar, freaking Burn After Reading. Come on now. Oh my gosh. Love them.
Yeah, that was a pretty funny thing. I remember when I was doing Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? They came to me. My aunt was this famous singer named Rosemary Clooney, great singer, and back in the 50s. And they kind of assumed because I had an aunt who could sing, I think they assumed I could sing.
Okay, all right. Quite the assumption.
I assumed I could sing too, by the way. And then I got down, they took me down to Nashville and they had me singing Man of Constant Sorrow literally in a recording studio.
Such a great tune. Yeah.
And I sing it like I'm all out, and I finish and I look up and no one will look me in the eye. They're all looking down like,
we're going to have to.
And they come, let's play it back for you, George. They're hoping. And it just sounded like a cat caught in the wheel well of a car, It was so bad. It was so humiliating. So then they brought another guy and they dubbed me. But, those guys, some of their movies are just some of the best films. Raising Arizona, from early on, they were just good filmmakers.
Talented.
I don't know. They haven't been working together as much right now, but if they get something back together, I'll do it. If they call, I'll go. I think I've done 5 films with them. They're fun to work with.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got one last segment here for you, George, man. We know you're on a tight schedule, brother.
Hey, baby, I'm ready. Come on.
We appreciate the time, but this is our last segment. We got to ask, but you don't have to answer. You can tell us to kick rocks or you can have some fun with us in the question.
Ask them away, man. Whatever you got.
You claim that you and your wife haven't gotten in a fight in 10 years.
That's right.
Are you lying?
No, I'm not lying. Travis, shall we ask you the same questions?
Well, it's only been 2.5 years, and you're right. I haven't gotten in an argument.
Yeah. All right.
Never once.
Honestly, neither of us are going to win the argument, so why get in it?
There we go.
There you go.
That's a smart man right there. What's the secret? Just staying out of the argument altogether?
Dude, I'm 64 years old. What am I going to argue about at this point? I'm like, I met this incredible woman that, is, she's beautiful and smart, and she stands for all the most important things that I believe in the world. And I can't believe how lucky I am. So what am I going to fight about? I'm like,
that's a great answer.
Damn, that's a good one.
Too late to do it. Yeah, you can use that if you want.
I'm stealing it for sure.
I'm just taking notes this whole time, big guy. You don't even know.
Exactly. Come on, bring me another one. What else you got?
Come on, Trev.
As Batman, where do you rank Jason as Fat Batman? Do we have the picture for him?
Let's see that. Oh, nice. I think I remember that picture coming out.
Oh gosh, very unfortunate that you can see this.
You could be one of the bad guys in the film. By the way, you and I, both of you and I know that I was the best Batman. You know that, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, there's no argument.
Absolute best.
I mean, Ben Affleck, come on. I mean, I put.
This is where that competitiveness comes in.
There it is. Yeah.
This is where that competitiveness comes in. Yeah.
I'm the only one who had rubber nipples.
You have rubber nipples.
Rubber nipples.
Your tits didn't
That's
come through enough.
right there. That is commitment.
Your tits didn't come through enough on the suit.
Yeah, it did. It was when it got colder, it was like 2 Dunlap tires going out.
All right.
Bad look.
Is it true that you once stole Bill Clinton's stationery and wrote a fake note to actors saying how much the president loved? All right, go ahead.
Jimmy Kimmel gave me a stack of stationery with a presidential seal and Bill Clinton's name on it.
All right.
And I would send notes to all these actors from Bill Clinton. I'd sign it and I'd find a movie that wasn't a great film of theirs, and I'd be like, I love you in this film, and I'd write these notes and I'd send them. I send them to like 30 different actors. I guarantee you some of them are framed on some of their own.
Oh my gosh. They don't even know. They still don't know.
Good.
That is amazing.
Now they know.
Now they know. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Holy crap.
It's so much fun. By the way, I do that a lot. Like I had Brad Pitt stationery.
Yeah.
And I sent, I told a couple of people this before, but I Brad Pitt stationery that Kimmel gave me again. And I somebody had sent me this book of dialects, like CDs where you could do an Irish accent or you could do a French accent. There's a guy who teaches it. And I had this big book. I don't know why I had. Somebody sent it to me. And so I take a note with Brad Pitt and I send it to Meryl Streep. And I go, "Dear Meryl," from Brad.
Yeah.
I go, "This guy helped me in my accent in the movie Troy. And I thought maybe you could use it." And I sent her this book of accents from Brad Pitt. It's so awful. Like 4 years later, I see her and I tell the story. Yeah, he knows it now. Like 4 years later, I see Meryl and I tell her the story, and she's like, "Oh my God, I was wondering why the fuck he's sending me." So awful.
That is epic.
We've done a lot of terrible things to each other. He's done terrible things to me, man. So it all comes out.
It all evens out.
That's so good, man. Well, speaking of Brad, he told us a story when he was on New Heights not too long ago about how he ate so many beans during a scene, right before a scene, that he or during the scene, I'm sorry, that he ended up clearing the set.
He cleared the set.
Yeah, he cleared the set from what he said. What's your worst moment on set?
I think right now. Just exact moment, right here. I don't think I can sink to a newer low. I can think. I'll tell you some of my worst moments. I remember when when you're a younger actor, you get a movie and you think it's going to be great. And I remember being on the set of Batman and Robin, which is famously one of the worst films of all time. And I'm terrible in it. And I remember there was the director with, I'm laying you're in a rubber cowl and you can't move because it weighs 75 pounds and you're tucked down and you're on a board laying down like this and you're waiting for action. And the director, Joel Schumacher's going, "Okay, here we go. And your parents are dead. You have nothing to live for, and action." And then they prop me up on the floor. I go, "Oh, I'm Batman." And they go, "Cut." And they drop you back down. And I remember thinking, I was so excited to get the part. And then I realized I was the worst thing in the movie. So it was a pretty humiliating time overall.
Oh my goodness.
It was humiliating.
Greatest Batman of all time. Can't tell me any different.
Dude, I'm telling you, best Batman ever. Come on.
I'm with you.
Michael Keaton got nothing on.
Come on now. Well, you speaking off of that moment, do you have a welcome to Hollywood moment? We ask a lot of our guests. It could be good or bad. Like you're kind of like first moment where you're like, man, I'm in it. I'm in Hollywood.
Oh, I don't know. I have to think about that. Like, yeah, I mean, like I remember meeting Paul Newman, and it's like, I'd grown up with him, right? I'd seen him at the drive-in theater in Maysville, Kentucky, and like, Butch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid, and all this
Holy shit.
stuff. And then, like, I remember being on the lot at Warner Brothers, going by in a golf cart, and there was Paul Newman. And I stopped and I go, "Hey," and he goes, "Hey, man," and he came over and he had a beer and a cigarette, and he goes, "You want a beer?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want a beer."
I'm turning that down.
And I was still working, by the way, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll take a beer." And I just wanted to drink a beer with Paul Newman, and I sat there for like an hour and a half outside the soundstage with him, just talking. And I remember going home thinking, "Dude, I just hung with Paul Newman, man." It was like I remember that being like, there was that era of actual proper movie stars, Gregory Peck and I became friends. There's like that thing where you go, these guys they are actually bigger than life. And it was a real thrill. His eyes were bluer in person than they were on screen. It was really something.
Dude. Well, that's you now, brother.
Yeah, man, I'd say the same thing.
That's you now, man. I appreciate you for being the fucking coolest guy in the goddamn world, man. We had a fucking whole lot of fun reaching your new low on new heights. And we can't say enough good about you. And everybody go and see Jay Kelly coming out on Netflix here soon. And man, can't thank you enough for your time, brother. You're the fucking best.
And good luck. Good luck, Bengals defense.
Yeah, you already know.
Oh, you hurt me. One last shot to the chest.
All right, that does it for George Clooney. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We sure did.
We were
way out of our league.
Yeah, way out of our league.
In many ways.
We recorded that a while ago, and I'm still thinking about how I could have, came off cooler to George or tried to do something to bring something to that conversation. But George just took it away. I was in shock the whole time.
So good looking and charismatic, and
he was glowing.
Why
did they have better lighting than us? Why was he glowing like that?
I think it's his aura.
He walks around with a glow.
I think whatever his spirit is inside of him, it's manifesting in ways that mine just doesn't have the ability to do.
Yeah. Well, if you want to see him glow, go ahead and watch Jay Kelly. You'll see him glow the whole movie.
It's an outstanding movie, really is. Adam Sandler and him, the dynamic between those two is fantastic. It's a great movie. It's very good. Highly recommend it. Check it out. That wraps up this episode of New Heights. Once again, thank you to George Clooney. Make sure you subscribe to New Heights channel on YouTube and follow New Heights in the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen to new episodes of New Heights ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app or on Apple Podcasts.
Once again, New Heights, a Wonder Show brought to you by YETI. That's right. Yes! Those coolers and those cups that just keep everything at the temperature you want. Some YETI. All right, now follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S for fun clips throughout the week. And thanks to our New Heights production team for always making us look better and for making this way easier than we could have ever imagined. And to the 92%ers, we love you guys. We'll see you guys soon.
I still remember that purple minivan. Me and Ben Bloom would lower all the windows and open the sliding door in the trunk and cruise around the parking lot playing Al Fat's I Done Came Down. And just as loud as those stock speakers could come on, thinking that like anybody else could hear this.
Barely
like,
could hear it, yeah.
The Chrysler
They heard you guys in there laughing more than they heard the actual music.
I done came down, I done came down, I done came down. Hey me now.
So
Had to skip a couple words in there.
Yeah. We got to be selective. Got to be selective.
From Superior, they be coming down.
That song made it into Madden.
It did. You're right. That is such an obscure song to make it into Madden.
Yeah. Well, LeBron showed up at Fat Al Fats is what they ended up calling him, but Fat Al's.
Well, he was Fat Al initially, and now he's Al Fats.
Yeah, he got big enough to where copyrights came in and said, "Hell no."
There was another song that was really popular that year.
My neck. My back.
It wasn't that one. That didn't start
till. That's the one I thought you were.
I didn't have the confidence for that one.
That's more of a Jason Kelsey.
You know how little confidence I had with women.
Around more in college, didn't it?
That was more once I kind of built up a bigger self-esteem.
Yeah.